Hi and welcome to another episode of Roettgen Braai Master. Today we're making ultimate quesadillas. And what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is all we need for today. Now, as the first step, we're going to make some guacamole. So we need some garlic, we need some olive oil, we need the juice of a lime, we need salt and pepper, we need 2 avocados, 1 shallot, a tomato, and basically a handful of coriander. So it's going to get a bit spicy. Then we're going to make a Pico de Gallo. It's a dip that goes well with it. Again, it goes with coriander, a little bit more tomatoes, and 2 shallots. We're going to be making the quesadillas with chicken today, so I'm going to season that in a little while, barbecue it first, and then we're going to chop it up, or we're going to chop it up first and season it. We'll see how that goes. We obviously need tortilla wraps, we need a red paprika, we need cheese, and yeah, I mean, basically the world is your oyster. You can make and you can use anything you want, but I just love all the colors that come with this dish. Now I just decided that I'm going to cube up the chicken first and season it. I think it gives us an extra layer of flavor. So I'm just going to cut the chicken in bite-sized chunks, and in the meantime my barbecue outside is already heating up, and then I'm going to give them a quick fry on the griddle plate, and I think then that will be absolutely awesome for the quesadillas. Now for the season I decided to use Texas chicken from Ankerkraut. I think it brings out the flavors really well with the chicken. So a big shout out to Ankerkraut. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosely season it, give it a bit of a mix, and then I'm going to put it outside on the barbecue. Now we're going to start off with the Pico de Gallo, and what I've already done is I've already peeled the shallots, and because we're using the handy food processor, I'm just going to cut it into little chunks, and throw it in. And we're going to do the same, with the tomato. And the coriander we're just going to throw in as it is, because obviously the food processor will take care of it. In with the coriander, and then we'll give it a few spins. Alright, a couple of spins later, and that's exactly how I like it. And we're going to take it out now. It's a bit chunky still, and that's exactly how we want it. In the next step we're going to take care of the guacamole. And what we're going to do is I've obviously already taken the avocados out of their shell. So we're just going to tear it up a little bit and throw it into the food processor. And as you can tell, I love those little food processors. I think they come in quite handy. Now obviously you can do that with a fork as well, but why the hassle? Now with the tomato, what I like to do, and I think I've said it in my previous videos before, I like to remove the seeds and the liquid on the inside of the tomato, because I don't want my guacamole to be too moist or too liquid, but that is entirely up to you. Now the shallot as well, as previously, we're just going to cut it into a couple of chunks. We're going to remove the skin on the outside, and then we're going to throw it into the food processor as well. And then we're going to add the garlic as well as the coriander and the juice of the lime. And just make sure that you don't get the seeds from the lime into your guacamole, I guess for obvious reasons. Now that everything is in, we're going to give it a quick spin, and then we're going to season with salt and pepper to taste. Alright, we're going to add in about a tablespoon of olive oil, And as I said, salt and pepper to taste. Give it one more spin, and then we're good to go. And lastly, we're going to cut up the paprika as well as the spring onions, and then we're ready to barbecue. Alright, outside at the barbecue, I'm just going to give the chicken a quick sear on my griddle plate, and then we're going to put it into our quesadillas. All the ingredients are ready. Let's start building our quesadilla, and obviously we're going to start off with the cheese. So this is lovely grated mozzarella cheese. So obviously put a lot on it. Alright, then we're going to put some spring onions on it. There you go. Some of the chopped up paprika. Add some color, some lovely texture, flavors. Some corn. Again, texture, flavor, and obviously a couple of bits of freshly barbecued chicken breast. And look at this, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Maybe a little bit more cheese, and then we're going to add the top layer to it and put it into the barbecue. And I'm using my pizza attachment for my barbecue so that we get a nice heat from the bottom and the top. Alright, and in we go until the cheese has melted, and then we're going to flip it. About 2 minutes later, the cheese has started to melt, and what we're now going to do is we're now going to flip it around, and then we're going to put it on for another couple of minutes. Another 3 minutes later, and we're ready. Alright, and there you go. Let's cut it open. And have a quick look inside. Lovely, the cheese has melted, all the ingredients are done. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Alright guys, and there you have it, our quesadilla with chicken. I think it's the ultimate way of doing it, with our homemade guacamole and the homemade Pico de Gallo. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I'm sure it's going to taste nice, so we're going to try that now. Now, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. And please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come. And I hope to see you soon again at Roettgen Braai Master.